Dude, welcome to the channel. What an introduction, eh?
How are you guys?
Just trying to find the exit button.
It's I keep
9
on my
p.m.
watch. 9 p.m. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're running opposite timelines to you.
Yeah, no kidding. I need to get down there, dude. It's been too long. We got to get down over there.
Yeah, well, that's actually going to be one of our questions. I didn't want to lead with the hot topic, but when the fuck are you going to get back here?
I've put my foot down. I said 2023, we're coming no matter what. Like, it has to happen. I'll fly there and just start busking if I need to, like on the streets, because we got to get in there. We're working on it right now. I think we want to come play the new record down there, so we got to get down.
We didn't get the last record down here either.
No, last time I saw you was with Polaris and I think, what's that other hardcore metalcore band? They're like the
Johnny's very old and he forgets things.
I can't remember. I can't remember the name. Anyway, yeah. But
was it Gideon?
Gideon, that's it.
Gideon
yes, yeah. Well done. Well done. Thanks for fixing my old brain for me. Yeah, I took my son to that show. It was sick. Like, he was like, I think 7 at the time. Loved it.
Sure. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that was a really fun tour. We just saw those guys a couple of days ago. They're on tour in Europe right now with Alpha Wolf also. So I've been hanging out with hella Australians, bro. It's crazy.
You're not sick of us yet, thankfully.
No, I love it, man. I'm like, don't take this the wrong way, but I'm sort of a redneck, you know, where I grew up, and y'all kind of have that attitude a little bit of just like, you know, free-spirited, party, have fun. It's cool.
I do agree. I don't see that as the insult. I could see how it could be taken as an insult, but I definitely see the sentiment there. Australians do have a more loose attitude towards things. Yeah. Actually, you're in Germany right now. Here's a fun fact for you. So Germans, when they're learning English and they're learning terms, the term for like easygoing and relaxed, the way they get taught it is like an Australian.
Why don't you relax like an Australian?
Yeah, my German friends would tell me that when they were out. They came and stayed with me a while back, and they were like, "That's how we learn what you guys are like. It's just that's what it means." So
it's true.
Ignore you guys for a second.
All right.
Yeah, my hat was like rubbing against my hood, and it was giving me all fucking weird pauses in my neck, and I thought,
I don't want you to feel weird, dude. I don't want you to feel weird. Get that hat good.
But, like, get the mains out. Not going to feel as weird as when I have to do what we just showed you. So,
so we talked about touring off the back of the new album. Gotta say, dude, congratulations! This is the greatest album you guys have done, and that's not blowing smoke. That's a genuine,
legitimately is. Yeah,
you guys have crushed it.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I feel the same way, and I haven't felt that in a really long time. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
It's such a new, I don't know, like there's just a new vibe about it, and it's not like you guys are doing anything drastically different.
It's new energy.
Yeah, it's just. I said this today. It's like all the clean parts are so much more, I don't know, like emotive and emotionally gripping. Like the scream vocals and the way that the dynamics between that is so much more vast than it's been on the last few albums. And it just seems like it's a super heavy record as well. Like emotionally, it fucking hits you, man. Some of those songs just, whew.
I think I got to give all credit to John, our keyboard player. Like, he is an actual real life genius, you know. Obviously, he wrote most of the songs on it, and him and Mike did all the lyrics. But he's just very like tapped into sort of a wavelength, and all of that, you know, things you just described, I agree with, and that's all his vision and his kind of just being able to close his eyes and not be as mathematical about the musical side of it, and find the emotion that's in there. Because especially in like metal and metalcore, it can be pretty rigid, you know, structurally, or with, you know, how you do a part or something. And for him, he's more just like, you know, do I believe it? Do I believe the words you're saying, and do they connect? So it hits harder when you do that, but you got to kind of go into some dark places to get there. So
I was going to say, because that's an interesting thing. Like, if you're not the one writing the lyrics, how do you take that in to go in and deliver that, and to kind of find the the place where that needs to be delivered from emotionally, because it does translate. But what's that process like for you?
Well, I guess it's like if I get given a demo or we're kind of working on something, you know, I will basically kind of see, just like if you're a fan of something, listening to it, you know, 90% music I listen to, I didn't write or we didn't write as a band, but I know what it means to me. So I'll think of that and my own personal experiences. And then it's something I started doing on the act, especially with the song Chemical, was just go like into this weird sort of almost meditative space in the vocal booth, just allow myself, I'm a pretty closed off dude, like it's all laughs most of the time. And so just accessing some of those like dark places and traumas and stuff and allowing that to come through the microphone was sort of therapeutic, I guess. So I really dug in on that on this record and said like, oh, let's say a song like Broken, okay? I know what he wrote it about, but to me, I have specific experiences with like coming back to touring and, you know, drinking too much and not wanting to drink that much and like feeling like, oh my God, I'm on day like 28, like not doing good. How do we, you know, how do you rectify that stuff? I can get into those places and like it's a bit painful, but then it's over. You know, it's like getting a shot at the doctor, I guess.
It's a good way of putting it. What's the process like? It was like someone stuck a needle in my eye.
I was screaming and crying, and they told me to look away and count to 10, and then I got a lollipop.
Yeah. Am I done, John? Yeah.
It's true though. This is, as Johnny said, there is a heaviness to this album beyond just the heavy riffs and the vocals. There is a lot of depth, and that's something that you guys aren't really strangers to. There's always been that in the music, but I do think that there's something in this that's translated in a way that it hasn't before.
Sure.
What's the response been touring these songs now? Are you feeling that live?
It's like someone said to me once recently when we put out the Zombie EP, like the new one, they were like, lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. It feels like it did again this time. And now I feel like it struck a third time. Like, it's just unbelievable. Like, these songs have literally the best reaction, not even comparable to the rest of the set. You know, songs we've been playing for like 15 years. Everybody loves that song. It's fine. We'll play like Salt or, you know, Sacrifice and Watchtower, and it's through the roof. Like, the entire crowd's going psychotic, singing every word and stuff. So I really credit John, like I said, and also like all my guys, like all 6 of us are very dialed in. Like, we love doing this. We know what it feels like to have it taken away now. And so any sort of jadedness or taking it for granted is totally in the ground. Like, we have a mantra that's like no bad shows. And we firmly believe if we have a bad show, it's not the crowd's fault, it's our fault. And we had, 40 minutes to get them to have fun. If we can't do it, fail. So we haven't had one since we started thinking that. So
we should try and do a no bad shows thing. Or just like one good show.
Yeah, one good show. One good reality. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
That'd be our new goal.
So like, look, you guys have always had like plenty of melody through the music, like obviously except things like the Zombie EP and stuff that are just crushingly brutal. But like,
sure,
I feel like this album has really expanded on that, and those dynamics around the melody and the softer moments and the somber moments and those real emotive moments. As you know, metalcore, the community and the fans can be quite volatile people. Was there ever any fear with how it would be received? Or was it just you guys were in such a good place with the songs personally that you were like, we don't give a fuck?
Sort of both. I think it's a process. Like, today is like the 3rd anniversary of our album, The Act. And so making, I think we only had the feeling of like batting 1,000 up through Dead Throne. Like, nothing had missed that we'd done our whole career yet. Everything we did was super in tune, like with the fans. And then we did 818 and, things started to shift a little bit. And we were all going through our own personal changes and kind of, transition from, 21, 22 into like an adult and figure things out. And So then we, you know, we did Transit Blues, and we did the act, and we really had gotten used to going almost like, I don't know, the band's called the Devil Wears Prada, so we got pretty thick skin already. We heard everything you can say, it doesn't matter. But I did feel there was a little bit of misconnections on some things, but I feel like that was necessary process to get to doing something that had risks that we wouldn't be scared of putting out there. So, I mean, we worked really hard on it. I do feel like we knew it was going to be well received. I didn't expect it to be this well received, just because everyone had been like, yes, thank you for doing the zombie. Please keep doing that. No matter what you do, stay there. We knew this was so different, but I don't know. I just want to introduce elements that hark back to everything that we all, our age group, grew up on, you know, and that's not just like the metalcore stuff, but it's like, you know, some of the Take It Back Sunday vibes and, you know, Blink and a lot of that fun stuff that we grew up on, but that's super emotional. Just getting those vibes back without like taking things from them. Just, you know, what made you feel that, I guess.
I think we saw it pretty clearly in the singles release, because we checked all the singles on the channel as you guys released them, and seeing the feedback from our audience as well as like your fans that came across the channel, it was so consistent of people being like, this is clearly a concise improvement on where you're at. And I mean that in the utmost respect. Like Transit Blues is actually my second favorite album from you guys. So I think that was an album you said wasn't as well. I love that album. I think you guys hit something really different on there. But yeah, the feedback overall has been so consistent from what we've seen. And I think that's such a rad thing to see a band that's had the tenure that you guys have to keep improving, and shock people after all that time. I mean, like, hey, this is what we can do now. Like, fuck yeah, that's so cool.
Thank you, man. I feel like it's almost like another day one, you know. It kind of feels like a new era, I guess. And it's not just us, like all our friends are murdering right now. Like everything's going crazy. You know, I got buddies in Knock Loose, and we're out here with Wage War and Bring Me and Architects, and everyone is just really transforming this genre into something that like it was 10 years ago, you know. Fully. So it feels really cool.
It's a cool thing as well, seeing like, obviously we come from a different perspective in it, but the reactions that we started doing is just a way of us talking about music during lockdown has become this like new wave journalism, and it seems to be like having a really important part of the resurgence coming back in, because music videos are important again. That's something that people are like, oh, like this is how we're going to gauge my audience. That's how we're going to grow. Like, and I think as well, you guys did a great job of your music videos with this album too, of keeping stuff that was engaging and interesting. And even like that little one, maybe it was Watchtower, the one that had like the FPV drone that shot through.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Sick. Looks so good.
Yeah. I think that's
that guy. I'm glad you said that, because that guy Chris comments, he's like one of my best friends now. You know, we've done like probably 6 or 7 videos with him now, and we're about to do a couple more, I think, too. But he just has such a vision. He's a fan of the band too, and cool. He has such a vision, like with the lyrical concepts and stuff, and he really allows me to get in heavy-handed too. You know, like I like to be pretty, you know, like controlling of certain aspects of it, because I know what I want the vision for the band to be and how I want people to experience it. And he's such a cool collaborator, and he's a genius too. So I mean, you know, we can only do so much. All we can do is like make the music, and then sort of like work with people who can take the photos and make the artwork and make the music videos. You have to have a full team of awesome people, otherwise it's just a bunch of MP3s.
Yeah, fully. Yeah. Look, talking about like all the bands that are doing new cool stuff, and even yourselves taking this sort of, as you said, like this new starting over for the band, has it already sort of set the cogs in motion in your mind of like, all right, now like we've got this new, you know, step we've taken? Has it given you like a new sense of confidence to continue pushing that boundary and trying other things that you may not have tried in the past?
I think so. I mean, the act was such a weird freaking record. Like we had just some crazy stuff for even, you wouldn't even call most of it like hard rock, let alone like metalcore or something, but it just allowed us, in my mind, for everyone to be like, do whatever you want. Like I was talking to like Marcus from North Lane, like when we had put out Chemical and stuff, and he's just like, you know, yes, like people, we all want to make different kinds of music. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't really care. As long as the fans like it and they have a real organic connection to it, that's all that matters to me. And I am a literal fan of the genre. Like I work out to like most of these bands, and that's my stuff. So, you know, when like Spirit Box and Northlane, everybody's doing good, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
We
literally just got off a chat with Marcus just before you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what a legend, dude. I love
He's
that.
a
Great,
sweetheart. Such a nice dude. Have you, so you guys haven't really like done a Carl Decay tour yet, have you? In full?
No.
Have you played Cancer yet?
No, we haven't. We've only ever done it like in the studio format. I mean, John wrote that song like in an hour, basically. So we were like talking about something.
Stupid geniuses.
Yeah, I hate him. I went down, got a coffee. I came back. He's like, "Oh, I made something real quick. Check it out." And I was like, "Whoa!" He's crazy.
A lot of people seem to have that same sort of opinion. A lot of the comments on things like, "You guys have got to check out Cancer. You guys have got to check out Cancer." But the main thing that I've noticed from what people say in the feedback we're getting in the comments is like just the whole, like almost everyone just typing like sighs and just, oh, this really hits. Like you can really feel that. That must be so rewarding to see that, you know, fans are really connecting so deeply with these new songs.
Yeah, I had two really specific goals with the album. It was like, if we're gonna make a record, you know, everyone is telling you don't do a record. Everything's singles now, you know, nobody cares about records. So I was like, if we're gonna make a record, I want it to be something like Hybrid Theory was to me as a kid. Like I want it to have no skips, start to finish. If the song is meh, delete it, like take it off. It's got to be a full thing. And then also, I was like, we're at this age now, you know, I'm 34. I don't know how old y'all are, but
34.
How old are you guys?
76.
And so, you know, it's like we're at this weird age where you have all of this trauma from your childhood and all of these emotional journeys that you're going through at all times, but you have a family and you have a job and you have all this other stuff you have to do. Like, it's not like you're a teen going through emo. You have responsibility. And so there's this like 1 hour you have in the car, you know, per week where you get to put on music and deal with your emotions. And then you got to jump into the birthday party or the wedding, whatever dumb stuff you have to do and like be on for. So I wanted to make something that could allow people to access those feelings in there, because I know I need that. I'm very bad with dealing with my emotions, and music is pretty much my only gateway to be able to get there. So yeah, I love that people are connecting that way. Why else make it, honestly?
Yeah, truly. Yeah.
Having said that, if you ever need to talk, we're here. We'll take time for you.
Thank you guys.
You've always got some ears to listen whenever you want to vent.
That is one thing that we've always been like vocal about on the channel as well, is because, you know, like we found that the channel is an escape for a lot of people. They want to sit here and listen to two dickheads rattle on about music and have a laugh with each other and find new bands themselves and just have that escape. And a lot of the comments we get is, you know, people feel like they're just sitting down, hanging out with two of their buddies, talking shit, watching music. And we have always been very vocal, you know, that our DMs are always open for people if they do need to reach out. I think it's really important because fucking life is super crazy and super hard.
It is. That's why I like what you said when someone says like, oh my God, I feel like this song is literally written for me. It's like, that doesn't mean like I see you. That means we're all doing the same thing. Like you're hiding these feelings you think only you are experiencing, but everyone is really. We're all going through it, man.
Yeah, that is but I guess when people are going through the grips of the emotion or the grips of some sort of turmoil, you don't necessarily get that or can't really grasp that you're not alone in this. Like other people going through that experience. So I think having music to get to be like, oh, cool, like this is written for my experience. I understand this is super important. So that's not enough importance can be put on that.
Come out to the show and mosh to it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's it. Let loose for a few hours. Hey, so is there anything that's that you're listening to lately that's either new or that's just really jumped back into your playlist that's helping you through whatever?
Yeah, give some recommendations. What are you listening to right now?
I really like that new I Prevail record.
Slaps.
Guy Tyler Tyler Smith that works with them. I grew up with him. Like, he's from Dayton, Ohio, where we're from. And he used to live with a couple of the guys in my band, actually. That dude is a genius. I like that record a lot. I really like Wage War's new record, Manic. It's like a year old, but it's really good.
We listened to that and we trained yesterday.
Bro, it's so good. And it's so good live too. Cody is a genius. I like, what else am I listening to? I like Spirit Box. I really, really like the new Straight from the Path album. Those guys are the homies.
Dude, that's a banger.
We just had Dying Wish. They're killing it. I love the new Counterparts record too. Brendan said something to me yesterday because somebody had said, oh, there's a new, Counterparts and Devil Wears Prada, just me crying. And he was like, a pair made in misery or something. So that record's pretty... He's a funny dude, man. He is a really funny dude, honestly. And we are going to have him on the channel soon. Tom said he'll hook it up for us. And I feel like people on the internet don't understand him, or he's very hard to take on the internet, just with how he is on his socials. And he shares a lot, let me say.
If you've ever heard him do any interviews or on any podcasts, you get it. Like, he's just a funny troll of a dude.
Bro, he's just very funny, and he doesn't have a filter, but he came out, so it was
oh no.
We're crazy boy.
Like me, bro, it was so sick. It was like me and Craig from Stray and Emma from Dying Wish would go hang out every day. And then Brendan came out on the tour for like a week just to hang out as a bro. And like, dude, he's such a sick dude. He's such a good hang, like total sweetheart. Like just he's very funny, but very good vibes,
Yeah.
He's cool.
I like that. That's both things that we're not, motherfucker.
They're pretty funny.
You are good vibes. Like good morning party people, sure, bro. That's
but also a bit metal, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So let's talk about dream collaboration tour. You get to pick one band in the world to tour with. What band is it?
We've already toured with Bring Me, but I want to go out with them again. I think Ali and Jordan are psychotic geniuses. All the guys in the band are very cool. They really have pushed the boundaries for all of us on what's possible with this style of music. And, I think because they just refuse to give in, Ali's super unique. He's one of a kind. So I'd love to do, a world tour with those guys and just watch them work every night and hang more. So
yeah, that'd be a sick term. We've seen you with Bring Me before.
We did too. Yeah.
With
where at?
Horden Pavilion with, I think Bullet for My Valentine might have been headlining.
Oh, okay. That sounds familiar.
This is a long time ago. Like this would have been like Roots era for you guys, I feel. Quite a long time ago.
Yeah,
Bring Me wasn't the headline.
We were pretty good. We were very good homies with them back then. Because like the second time they had come to America, the first time they did a Warped Tour, we met them at the barbecue on day one, and we're like, all right, let's kick it. So we just party pretty hard with them, and they'd ride on our bus sometimes. We'd be chilling. So they're good people.
Yeah, I like that. The community,
especially hang on a second, just dying.
You're right.
No, I'm here. I'm good. Especially once you get to that level to know that they're still so humble and down to earth. I also think that the important thing with them and what they've done for the scene, like you said, is they've shown that because no one's copped more shit than Bring Me the Horizon. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
They always have, but they've shown that like you can have thick skin and still come out the other side and just keep getting successful and basically like that fuck the haters attitude.
Yes. Well, if you want to do something cool, you have to be prepared for people to shit on it. I mean, that's just the reality of it. So, you know, I personally like bands that push that boundary. I feel like we have pushed a ton of boundaries, and the more we all do it, the more we all grow together. Because like, who wants to hear the same 5 metalcore riffs like all day, every day?
Yeah,
I love a lot of that stuff, but like, be creative with it, you know?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. It said like off the back of like Manic, the Wage War album. I feel like they tried a lot of things in that, and man, it seems to be paying off. And that album slaps.
Oh,
so,
big time.
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they be slaying.
Talking touring then, would you rather, now you've obviously done a lot of your own tours, you've done a lot of festival shows. If you had to choose just one format for touring for the rest of your life, would it be your own headline shows or festival shows?
Oh, it's got to be headline shows. The festivals are cool, but there's so much mechanics that go into them, and stress and chaos, and like the changeovers are always late and everything. So by the time we all come on stage, you're having to really go into your own head and get into that space, because you know you've been running around all day and doing stuff. So yeah, as far as a show goes, I'd rather do my own show every time, because then we have full control over it. But I like the festivals because you get to hang out with everybody all day. It's like a big party. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would assume that because there's the stress of like, what do we fit into such a small set? Is there going to be any technical fuck ups? You know, like what other things could go wrong? But I suppose like the vibe of being in a festival atmosphere with all your friends and catching up with anyone and seeing so many bands kind of counterlevers that a little bit.
Yeah, so we did a festival, this Blue Ridge Rock Fest, and when we played, it was like all of Knock Loose, Dying Wish, Stray, Alpha Wolf, Amity Affliction, like Silverstein. All of our homies were like chilling all around the stage. So it's very fun to be like, okay, the crowd loves it, but like my friends are here too.
Yeah.
This is fun. So yeah,
I guess when you've been in the
stuff.
scene as long as you guys have, and you've built so many friendships, you can probably sit back and enjoy that from a different perspective of maybe a band that's coming up newer in the scene and trying to establish themselves. But they're like more worried about like, okay, cool, we need to like win this crowd over or do this. Whereas you're just like looking at we just get to hang with our friends.
Like, yo, what's up, boys? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not good at it by 17 years in, then I probably shouldn't be doing it. So I'm not too stressed.
I don't know, man. I still suck at shit I've been doing for 40 years.
Just living, man. Just living.
Yeah, living pretty
awesome.
much. All right, throw him another couple would you rathers. Let's test him.
Okay, I'd like to go with this one. Would you prefer to exist in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Star Wars universe?
Gotta be Star Wars. I don't mind the Marvel, it's chill, but I really like the Star Wars. Like
Chill is not a word I would
like that.
use to describe Marvel. I would never say Marvel is chill. It's the least chill of anything.
Yeah, I know. My thing is, I watch all those movies like the Avengers and stuff like that, and I used to collect comic books, so I have like
Cool.
a lot of X-Men. Like I have pretty much, since they split it off into 2 different books, I have most of them up till like 3 or 4 years ago. But I like the Star Wars more. Maybe it's just like me and my brother like that stuff growing up. So
What character would you be?
Boba Fett.
Oh
I don't
shit,
know.
straight up. Yeah,
like
I
that.
want to say that, but I'm not that cool. I'm not like mysterious. Maybe I'd be like, I don't want to say Jar Jar, but I'd probably be like,
That's the go-to. Everyone's like, I'm not cool. I'm Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, I'll probably be like Han Solo. I'm kind of an a-hole, I guess. So we'll see. I don't know.
Watch out for that son of yours.
Yeah, very self-aware. Yeah. Hey, all right. So you've got to listen to one of these songs once a day, every day for the rest of your life. All right.
Okay.
Nickelback Photograph or Creed with Arms Wide Open.
Creed easily, but I love Nickelback too. So
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch it up then. All Star by Smash Mouth or Tub Thumpin' Chumbawamba?
I love Chumbawamba, so we go Tub Thumping. Yeah.
Dude, man. Is that because you love? Because it's just like that party vibe, and you just, all right, I guess I'll start drinking again.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
We talked about this one, and then
Takes a lager drink. Yeah.
yeah, we talked about this one being like that song sucks, and then Era was out here recently, and they have that on their like pre-setup playlist, and every time it came on, I was just there being like, "Oh, get knocked down," and just getting down with it.
The best part is he doesn't even drink.
Oh yeah.
I
So
do
you're
get
just
knocked
living
down, but I
vicariously
do
through
get
it,
up again.
I love those guys, bro. We just did a tour with them earlier this year. They're so awesome.
JT was wearing a
Right.
Watchtower shirt when we caught up with him the
Was
other day.
he?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
repping you
Man,
boys.
Good man.
Yeah, they were out here for like 2.5 weeks because like Landon did the solo show with Jesse's Ghost Atlas, and Jesse's backing band was the rest of Era anyway. So we got to catch up with those boys a few times. Yeah, it was sick.
Oh,
So nice.
awesome.
Great
That's what you have to look forward to. Us just hanging out incessantly when you get down to Sydney.
I
So,
want that. Let's go, bro. Let's bro it down.
Drinking your rider.
just me singing it in the background. Oh, get knocked down.
All right, what else we got for him?
We'll finish it up with the classic. This one we've asked every single person. You're about to go on stage. You're dry, you're comfortable, you're prepared. It's a solo show. You guys are headlining. All your favorite bands are with you. Before you go on stage, you have to put on cold, wet socks or cold, wet underwear. What do you put on?
This is my real life. So, oh man, God, I would go with the underwear because it's probably going to get sweaty anyway. And the socks are so gross. I hate having wet feet.
My
This is
man,
what I've
my
learned.
man.
I have learned this. So I went for I do fitness. That's my actual job. And on the weekend, I went for a trail run and we ran through like a waterfall essentially. And I was like proper, feet were soaked. As soon as your feet are wet, you don't think about it. It's the putting on bit that sucks. But once they're on, you don't think about having wet feet. Like I was running this and my feet were soaked the entire time. And I got to the end, I was like, oh, I just didn't think about that. But the first thing you watch.
That's because you had the runner's high, bro. You had the runner's high. So
no, I hated it the whole time. I'm not built for running. I'm built for lifting heavy things. But yeah, I think it's just a thing. If you if you're uncomfortable with feet, maybe that's it.
Yeah,
But
I guess.
Yeah.
anyway, Johnny's team underwear anyway.
Yeah, I'm team underwear, bro.
He's got wet underwear on right now.
I was gonna say my underwear are probably wet every show, and my socks are not that wet at any show. So, devil, you know, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it works. So you guys are on tour at the moment. How many shows you got left on this run?
I think we have maybe 8 or 9 shows. Like, so we have 2 shows in Europe, and then we go to the UK for about a week of stuff. So that'll be our first time back in the UK in 3 years. So we're super pumped on that, and you know, we're just loving being back to business, bro. This is what we like to do. So now they're letting us do it.
We're stoked you're back out there again.
Is there anywhere that you haven't been that you're desperate to play in terms of countries? Because you guys have been around for a while now. I think people sort of forget how long you guys have been a band for.
Yeah, that's true. Never done anything in Africa. I'd like to do something there. And we've never been to China. We've been to almost everywhere else in like Southeast Asia, but never did China. So I'd like to go up in there. Is
it hard to tour China? Is it hard to get in there? Or
you have to get a visa. Yeah, you got to go through the whole visa thing and stuff. So we got over there last time, but we played like Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, a bunch of different stuff. And then at the very last minute, we didn't get our China visa. So we had to kick it to Malaysia for a couple of days. So yeah,
Malaysia's cool,
it was chill. Like we were just like, yeah, it's awesome.
Have you done Malaysia?
No, I've done Bali and Thailand, and that's all I've done over there.
The cliches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
anywhere with the resort that I can get drunk by a pool, I'm good. That's it.
Bro, speaking my language, dog. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, man, thank you so much for hanging out. As we said, we're so stoked for you guys off the back of this. We hope that you get down here soon, because it's been too long between shows.
Yes. I'm not even being facetious. I like put my foot down. I said 23, we're going there, you know, let's get it together. Let's figure something out, because we got to do it. So we love being with y'all there. Honestly, I think Melbourne's probably one of our favorite cities in the world. Anywhere. Love Sydney, love Brisbane.
I was gonna
love
say
all
you
of it.
mispronounced Sydney then, but that's fine.
Sydney.
No, it's more that you said Melbourne, not Sydney. That's fine.
Bro, so sorry, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean, we like you less now, but that's all right.
Well, when we did Soundwave the last time, we got stuck there we weren't stuck there, but you know, you only play on the weekends. So we were in Sydney for a week, and it was freaking awesome, dude. It was freaking sick.
I miss Soundwave.
Well, next time you're here, man, we'll definitely hook something up anyway. We'll hang, we'll have a drink, grab some food or something.
Listen to
Please.
thumping.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Super down.
Wicked. All right, brother. Well, thank
so
you
much,
again
Jim.
for hanging out, man. And we look forward to chatting soon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Legend.